'cause it's TUI time. A friend in your garden.
Winter is not a time to hang up your gumboots and store the spade. There are still jobs to be done and much to be enjoyed. If the weather gets too bad, read up and prepare for spring with our range of TUI garden books. For root crops, dig over garden beds as all the action happens underground, and root crops need well-worked soil. If you have lumps in your soil, chances are your carrots won't grow nice and straight. Early crop potatoes like agria can be planted late winter. In warmer parts of New Zealand, you can use sheltered areas of your garden to sow broccoli, broad beans, cabbage, cauliflower and peas. And even lettuces, just choose hardy winter varieties. Make sure you get your garlic in too. The shortest day seems to be a popular rule of thumb, but you can plant through into early spring in some areas. Add lots of lovely compost. Plant the cloves 5 centimetres deep with the pointy end to the sky. Garlic can be harvested mid to late summer. If you're worried about a frost, then plant crops into containers that you can move around to catch the midday sun, and keep a cloche or growing tunnel handy. And don't forget your quash. Slugs and snails love those juicy vegetable seedlings. Winter is a busy time for pruning in the fruit garden. Most deciduous fruit trees can be pruned except for peaches, plums and nectarines. Prune grapes and kiwi fruit vines also, and autumn cropping raspberries can be pruned back to ground level. Make sure your tools are well oiled and nice and sharp. Winter is also a time for planting new season deciduous fruit trees. Select the healthiest specimens from your garden centre with nice straight stems. Prepare and plant into TUI garden mix for the best possible start. It's time to prune your roses in winter. Check out our TUI Time Roses Guide for pruning instructions and care. Also, deadhead any plants that have finished flowering for the season and keep on top of that weeding. To protect your plants from cold weather, now is a great time to add a layer of mulch and feed, about 5 centimetres thick and over your whole garden. TUI mulch and feed will protect from the cold and also add valuable nitrogen back into the soil with the healthy additions of pea straw, blood and bone and powdered sheep manure. There are still plenty of general garden jobs to do, so here's your winter to-do list. Check your tool cupboard and give them some TLC by sharpening, cleaning, oiling and ultimately replacing anything beyond repair. Clean out the garden shed, take stock of what is actually in there, seal up half-empty bags of fertiliser and keep those chemicals safely out of the reach of children and pets. Make sure frost cloth or tunnels are handy for those cold days and nights. Cover your compost heap to keep the warmth in. Old carpet is great. Try your hand at building a bird feeder or take a look at the new TUI range of feeders and seeds. Natural food sources are scarce for birds during winter, so help them out with a regular food source. Get planning for spring. Grab your copies of our vegetable, fruit and flower garden books. There's even one for the kids, and you can plan your next steps. That is winter gardening in a nutshell. For more detailed information, visit tuitime.co.nz. We've got how-to guides, videos, planting calendars and loads more.
'Cause it's TUI time. A friend in your garden.